It's race week once again for IMSA in 2023, and 28 cars are getting ready to take to the streets of Long Beach for the third round of the season. 2 races have already been completed in the form of Daytona and Sebring, and now we head from Florida to California for what I'm sure will be an exciting race on the west coast of the US. So this is my race preview, so you get to know all the information ahead of the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. So another race is about to begin, and a question on my mind is, will Long Beach be able to top the action-packed Sebring race we had a few weeks ago? I guess we'll find out on race day. And this brings up a good point. If you did not see the 12 hours of Sebring, I definitely recommend that you find out what happened in that race. And to do so, check out my race review on the 12 hours of Sebring. I'll put a link in the top right corner. So we've done Daytona, we've done Sebring, and now it's time for Long Beach. Long Beach is definitely an interesting track. It's the first and only street track on the calendar, and it's a very short race as well. It's only scheduled to last 100 minutes, so a very short race. That equates to around an hour and 40 minutes long. A valuable fact to remember is that there will only be 3 classes on the grid at this race. So this includes GTP, GTD Pro, and GTD. So that includes only LMDH cars and GT3 entries. So LMP2 and LMP3 cars will not be at Long Beach. LMP2 will return at Laguna Seca, which is the next race after Long Beach. And then LMP3 cars will return at Watkins Glen, which is the 5th round. Championship standings look like this for GTP ahead of the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Because of Action Express Cadillac's win at the 12 hours of Sebring, that propels them into the lead of the championship by 10 points to the WTR Konica Minolta Acura. And another car to mention is the number 25 BMW, which is also now in the top 5 after that brilliant P2 for the Rahal Letterman Lenigan team. Here's the top 3 for both GT classes after Sebring. In the Pro class, it is WeatherTech Racing that leads away the number 14 Lexus, and then in 3rd is the number 9 Pfaff Motorsports car. Over in GTD, it is the number 70 Inception Racing car that leads away, followed by the number 1 Paul Miller Racing BMW, and the number 44 Magnus Racing rounding off the top 3. As for the details on when this event will take place, the qualifying session that will eventually set up the starting grid for this race to happen will begin on Friday at 5:18 p.m. to 6:03 p.m. As for the race itself, it will take place on Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So what about the track itself? Well, the Long Beach circuit has been an active track since 1975. A year later, in 1976, Formula One went to Long Beach, and the first race there was won by Clay Regazzoni, leading away a Ferrari 1-2 with teammate Niki Lauda in 2nd. Besides Formula One, the track has hosted other events such as IndyCar and Formula E. The first official race held under the IMSA name was in 2014, but that of course was the same year IMSA was created. Before then, the American Le Mans Series hosted endurance racing at Long Beach. In the DPI era, Cadillac has dominated every race at Long Beach. The last event was won by Cadillac's Chip Ganassi 01 car, actually making it a Cadillac 1-2-3 in the race. The circuit itself has 11 corners that make up the almost 2-mile track, which equates to 3.1 kilometers for those using that format. There's iconic corners such as the fountain section at turn 2 and 3, and then we have the huge change in acceleration as we have the deceleration at the hairpin of turn 11, and then it's foot to the throttle as the drivers power their way down East Shoreline Drive down to turn 1. So as for the entries, there will be 28 cars on the grid, with a total of 8 GTP cars, only 5 GTD Pro cars, and then 15 GTD cars. And I just wanted to quickly mention that the GTP field may see an extra entry at Laguna Seca the next race, which will be JDC Miller's Porsche 963, so we could see up to 3 Porsches on the grid from Laguna Seca onward. So this race sounds pretty exciting, right? But you may have one question that I haven't answered yet, and that is how to watch this race. For those living in the United States like myself, you'll be able to watch the race on the Peacock streaming service. For pretty much everybody else, it's streamed live on IMSA TV. If both those options are not available, I would suggest watching the race highlights that IMSA puts out after the race has finished. And once the race has concluded, I'll release my race review on Long Beach, so make sure to check that out. Prediction time for Long Beach, and personally, I think Cadillac is going to continue their dominance into the GTP LMDH era. I have a good feeling about that 01 yellow Cadillac. I think they might be able to get that first win this season. In the Pro class, I think the number 3 Corvette racing car is going to take victory, and I think in GTD, it's got to be the number 1 Paul Miller Racing BMW. So that concludes the video on my race preview for Long Beach. Are you excited for this weekend's race? And let me know down in the comments what your predictions are for how this race will end up. If you're interested in more endurance racing content, subscribe to the left to see weekly videos here on this channel. And watch another video right now that's similar to this video regarding the Long Beach race. So with that, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.